The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Boise, Idaho, Torrie Wilson. And the opponent, from Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 275 pounds, Bobby Lashley.
A big bienvenue to our fans around the world from Montreal, Quebec. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
And folks, let me assure you that tonight's show is a lot better than JR's French.
Sheesh. Well, there's no question of that, King. These Montreal fans are ready to get started, and so am I. So what are we waiting for?
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all.
What a counter! It's like he read his opponent's mind. After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher.
If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment.
This Lashley is an absolute monster. We've seen him decimate just about every opponent he's ever stepped into the ring against.
Yeah, but it's only a matter of time before Lashley's luck runs out.
Luck has nothing to do with it, King. This young man is strong. He's fast, and he's got more power than the electric company.
I can't argue with any of that, JR, but I still think it's only a matter of time before somebody punches his ticket. Here's the cover, JR. So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, Jay. I think he's looking to finish off his opponent right here.
He sure is, and that Dominator's exactly the way to do it. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
Oh, Torrie Wilson looks as lovely as ever, as if that's a surprise.
Looking at bodacious Torrie Wilson reminds me of something an old buddy of mine used to say. She's got legs all the way up to her.
All right. Simmer down there, partner.
Are you blushing? Look at you. You're blushing. He's got the crowd and his opponent in the palm of his hand.
That can change in an instant, especially if you let your opponent catch his breath. I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody. What's he got planned here?
Yes! The Unprettier! Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight.
These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't, and that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible.
Watch out! He reversed it! You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late. Here we go, JR. His fans are on their feet.
He sure does, King. Dominator. What a devastating move.
There's the pin.
1, 2, 3.
I know that Lashley's a big, strong guy.
Here's your winner, Bobby Lashley.